Hi, I'm John Selker, and I'm going to give you a little introduction to the Opens Lab at Oregon State University. The Opens Lab is in this large metal building. It used to be a barn. It's not real fancy. There's Lars going up. And we have a nice little sign on it to let everyone know if it's open or not. It really consists of 2 rooms and a storage area. And so coming up the stairs, the first thing we see is a room here that says, "This door to always remain closed." Why would that be? That's because we have what we call a laser cutter in here. And so we have to use our key, turn on the lights, and here's the laser cutter. And the laser cutter has a large capability. It will cut material of 1.2 meters by any length. You can poke it through the back. The nice thing about it is it's fully enclosed, so it's much more safe than an open laser cutter. It'll cut metal up to 1.2 millimeters thick. It'll cut plastic, cork, wood. So it's a very flexible tool, but if you cut the wrong material on it, you can get poisonous gases. And so it's important also that it can damage people's eyes with high intensity lasers. So we feel that there are many machines that need to be kept out of general public, and this is a case in point. Downstairs, we have a full machine shop of classical tools, and those are also under controlled conditions. This room here, a bit of a jumble, but this is where we keep all of the excess gear that people are still working on. And it's nice to have a storage area. So we have a fairly extensive storage area that not infrequently needs to be cleaned up. And so realize that it's an important thing, but it also takes some management. Now we'll walk into the main lab. The main lab is made up of 2 sides. So this side is the light assembly side. And what we have here are little desk units that are taped off so that each person can have a desk assigned and they can carry out their projects on these desks. And so here we have, for example, the water sampler project. Here we have the evaporometer project and the hyperrail project. These projects then have posters, a little display areas so people can show what they're doing there, and it makes it so you can walk people through the lab, see that it's busy, and see that people have a place to do their work. Then on the other side here, we have the area where the finished print objects are left for people to pick up. And then here we have the 2 primary 3D printers that we use. This TAS is a very low-cost printer that is a pretty good quality printer. And then the Fusion 3 is a higher-end printer. It's quite a bit faster and also has a higher print resolution. The box around it gives a controlled environment, so when you have the heated materials can stick to the bed well and not deform when they're printing. Here we have our little conference area where we have a whiteboard and a nice little meeting table where people discuss projects. And then stepping over on this side, sorry about the air conditioning noise, stepping onto this side, you'll see that we have a projector, and then that goes to a roll down screen right here where people can have, again, meetings and do video conferencing. On this side, we also have a 3rd 3D printer, and this one is a liquid-based printer. It's called a Form 2 printer, and it has the advantage of a much higher resolution. So here's a Eiffel Tower, and if you look closely at the Eiffel Tower, you can actually see that the little railings in the Eiffel Tower are there, and so this is about a 20 micron resolution, so you can make very, very small parts, and they're also non-porous. Then on this side of the lab, so the first side we saw over there, and now we're on this side of the lab. Here we have more taped off areas for team projects, again with storage underneath. And then on this side of the lab, we have 3 build stations. And this is where you have a full oscilloscope and a resoldering station, and then voltmeters, and a full set of tools in the drawers so that you can go to any of these stations, again, check out a station, and have everything you need to be productive at that station. So we have 3 such stations here. These 5 stations on this side of the room are only equipped with soldering irons. And then we have a fairly extensive set of hand tools so that people can, if they want to drill a hole or whatever, they can drill a hole. but they can also saw things and screw things in and cut things. And it's important to just have a set of hand tools available so people can make the small adjustments needed. And then even things such as a set of O-rings is very nice to have, and taps and dies so that you can make threaded holes. So these things are in the hand tool section. And that's really all there is. I want to just make the clear point that having it open like this means that everyone can see what's going on, and they get kind of an infection of the enthusiasm of being in a lab where lots of things are going on, and where people can talk to each other and give each other advice. And so from our point of view, having one big open room is really advantageous. Thanks a lot for your interest.